Well, Rach, thanks for having us.
No, thank you for coming.
And for letting Jerry have a little sleepover. Here's my naughty dog. Okay, I've got my money on Jerry running away from us when we go to get him, just to make a real embarrassment out of this.
He has been pretty happy since he's been there, I have to say.
I think he wants to stay at Auntie Rachel's house.
He's enjoying it.
I love it. This is so this is now your main walkway to come through to the horse paddock.
Yes.
Which is where I call him the love of your life, but Luke might not enjoy me calling him that.
I think he's used to it now. But
yeah,
yes,
exactly.
This is where Pog lives. This was all built pretty much for him.
Yeah.
It's the paddock was sort of set up slightly differently when I got here. So I basically ripped out all the fencing that was here, put in all new super safe horse rail.
I was going to say this is as good as it gets.
Yeah. So I sort of thought, well, I don't want to do it again. I want to do it once and do it properly. So we did splash out a little bit and put all the nice stuff in, but it's all set up now, ready to go, and yeah, I've got everything I need here.
So did the property or Pog come first?
Pog actually came first.
Oh, I knew there was a reason.
Moved from a Clovelly apartment to out here in Hawkesbury, but I love it out here.
Well, Rach, I know how much you love nurturing and just helping people where you can, not just on the racetrack, but after racing as well, like you've done with Soph too. Is that something that you enjoy doing?
Yeah, I do. I really enjoy it, and like you said, I like it on and off the racetrack. I love nothing more than helping, apprentices on the racetrack if I can, and like you said, the same outside of racing as well. I'm always, finding sort of horses' homes and things, and trying to match up riders to horses outside of racing, and help their next career. I think it's a really important part of the industry, and it's something I definitely really enjoy.
Okay, well now before we try and catch our horses, I feel yours is going to be easier to catch than mine. This is your haven, so you've been globe-trotting the last, okay mate, well done. You've been globe-trotting the last better part of the year. Have saddle will travel, I feel, is the motto with you. You've been obviously in Japan, which we might touch on a little bit later, but what's it like being able to come home here? Oh,
it's so good. I do enjoy the travelling, and I've been very lucky to get amazing opportunities, like you said, going to Japan and America and Hong Kong and all over the place, but there's nothing better than coming home and getting back to horses and dogs and
just chaos.
The chaos. This is what I enjoy, the chaos. I would have nothing. Wouldn't have it any other way. It's something I really look forward to, especially when they're away for like those longer trips.
There's a few other horses that you've got particular soft spots for. One of them is Military Mission, and of course Arapaho, who you won the Group 1 Tancred on a couple of years ago. He's just a horse that runs for you.
He is, yeah. He's been really special in my career, and special for all connections as well. He's got some incredible owners, some really loyal people that have, always had horses at Baker Racing, and I know he means a lot to the whole team there. And he's definitely probably a bit of an iron horse as well. I think when I rode him in a Melbourne Cup, he was 15th up for the preparation and still ran his heart out, and came back the next prep and won a Group 1, and he's just kept getting better and better really, and it's great to see him back again, back in winning form last prep, and I think he's not far away from a win again this prep.
But Arapaho dashes clear. It's Arapaho 2, 3 lengths in front in the Sydney Cup. Oh, Arapaho! Well, second crack at the Sydney Cup, and today's the day. Arapaho, a big winner.
You can just see what this horse means to everyone. He's just been a superstar. He's won races we never thought he even should have been in at the start, and to do what he did today, look, I probably had as many doubts as everyone else about 32. I wasn't quite sure, but the one thing I always say to everyone is, I've never ridden a horse so honest. He just tries.
Let's talk about what you've done. You're somewhat of a handy woman. I know you've done so much work on this place even since you first moved in. As we talked about the safety rails you've put in this beautiful big barn. What's happening here? We're going to have stables?
Yeah, so there's going to be 3 stables along the sort of back wall here where each of the fans are. The stables are currently waiting to be put in under a tarpaulin there, but it's sort of bit by bit. But no, I was keen to get a sort of proper setup and have my stables here and be able to give them the care that they deserve after racing. So I'm very pleased with it, and it's nearly finished.
And I know how busy you've been the last 6 months. I can't even imagine trying to describe your life to someone outside of our industry or anyone really to talk about how crazy it's been for you. Well, I guess it was 9 months ago now really, but you got married.
Yes,
so you went back to England and you got married and you rode overseas. I mean, where can we begin? Let's start with getting married. What was that like?
Well, getting married, we even tied that in with going to Royal Ascot and me riding, so it just, the racing never stops. But no, it was really special being able to go home and get married back in England, and amazing amount of people came as well from Australia, which was really good. All Luke's family made the big trip over there, and it was a really sort of special few weeks that we got to spend with, you know, all our closest friends and family, and it was great to be able to top it off by having a ride at Royal Ascot as well.
And then you came home and you hit the ground running. So you had the Spring Carnival, you also went over and rode in the Breeders' Plate in America.
Yes.
And then you went to Japan. So, I mean, it's just been non-stop for you, really.
Yeah, it's been pretty hectic. So, Breeders' Cup came about from the Japanese connections. That was horse trained by Mr. Hori, who I ride for mainly over in Japan. So he travelled a horse to America and was keen to have a jockey he knows rather than sort of use someone local, which is what he quite often does. So that was an incredible opportunity to get to go and ride there. It was just like nothing else again. And then yeah, I went to Hong Kong in the middle actually as well for the Jockey Challenge, and then back to Japan for a couple of months and topped that off with a Group 1 win over there.
And this is what we need to talk about. So you became the first female to win a Group 1 over there.
Yep.
And it's sort of, I mean, it didn't slide under the radar, but you've been working particularly hard. And it was a bit of a touch and go moment because you'd just ridden in Saudi. You'd got back, and was there something like an hour to spare to get back into, we call it jockey jail, I suppose, where you have to go in and hand your phone in and make that time requirement?
Yeah, so if you're riding somewhere I think it's when you're riding somewhere overseas the day before, so the Group 1 was on the Sunday, so when you're riding somewhere overseas before that, you've got to be in jockey jail by midnight on Saturday night. So it's when it starts on the whole weekend, it's Friday at 9 p.m, but then the Saturday is midnight. So I landed at, I think it was about 10:15 or something like that on the Saturday night, back into Tokyo, and my interpreter, Adam Harrigan, was onto it. He was sat waiting outside, waiting to drive, actually myself and Luke, because Luke flew back with me from Saudi, so he went off to stay in a hotel and I got back into jockey jail.
Did you get to skip the queue?
Yes.
Okay.
But I got back into jockey jail at 11:45, so timed it to perfection.
Gosh, I said an hour, but it was 15 minutes.
Yeah, so yeah, it was. We were fine. It was a comfortable though 11. We weren't in a rush. It was, the airport's not too far away from Tokyo Racecourse, so we were fine and in there in time, and then yeah, a few hours sleep, and then I thought, I'm sure I'll probably just have, you know, an easy-ish day, Sunday, just focus on the Group 1, but I think I had 10 rides during the day, so it was a busy day.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to stop. Your head would have been spinning because, of course, you ran third in the Jockey Challenge in Saudi. You jumped on a plane, you had 15 minutes, and then you rode a Group 1 and became the first female to do so. What's it like winning a Group 1 winner over there? I know how much the Japanese racing fans love you. Like we do, but they just love you over there.
The Japanese fans are just like nothing else. I've never experienced the intensity of a crowd as being over there, and getting that Group 1. It was sort of a bit, I don't know, surreal. I kind of couldn't. I was trying to just take it all in, and actually Luke sort of said to me, "Oh, you should have, you know, showboated a bit more and given it a bit more." But I was sort of just a bit like, "Oh my God, it's happened!" You know, it felt like winning my first one all over again here. You know, it was just like completely fresh, and to get an opportunity like that for amazing people like Northern Farm, you know, they were happy enough to sort of put me on the horse, and yeah, it was very satisfying to get that Group 1 over there.
For us, I think we should get on our horses.
Yes, have our little downtime. This is our relaxing time.
Let's have our fun time.
Come on. I'll take no responsibility if you fall off my mountain block. I built it, it's not going to fall down.
She built it! She built it herself, it's even bouncy.
Oh, I don't know if you should bounce on it, it might fall over.
That part might not be a good idea. Righto, Rach, just another day in paradise. Isn't that fun? That's what we live for.
This is it. This is what we like. This is the perfect day off. Like, what else would you want to be doing?
Just living the dream with your mates, having a ride. What's next for you? Where do you want to go in the next couple of years? Just keep smashing your goals?
That's, yeah, pretty much. Look, it's been a kind of whirlwind, I think, last probably 2 years of a lot of travelling and Group 1s all over the world. So just continuing on that really and building on it. And I have really enjoyed the travelling, and I've probably got, you know, a few more bits and bobs to come. And yeah, just keep trying to find those Group 1s wherever I can, and as you said before, have saddle wheel travel.
Could we see you back in America ever?
I'd love to. I'd definitely love to. A Breeders' Cup experience was amazing. In any of those big meetings that they have over there, I'd love to go to. So yeah, hoping maybe with one of these Japanese connections another American trip might be on the cards.
Well, I can't wait to watch you just smash every ceiling for the next little while, Rach. It's been fantastic to watch you and makes me proud.
Thank you. Thank you for coming out and seeing me.
I love it. I'm coming back.